Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in today's session we'll be discussing all the important questions of the last chapter of organic chemistry, that is amines. So please watch till the end. The first question says iron scrap or HCl is preferred for the reduction of the nitro compounds. Now what is the equation you have studied? In this, if you take nitro compound, say nitrobenzene, and the question says that we always prefer Fe and HCl in this reaction so as to prepare NH2. So basically we are carrying out the reduction of nitro to amine. Why we prefer this? You will write down the answer as Fe and HCl, they will react and they result in the formation of FeCl2, and in this equation there is water also formed. Water is also formed. So this FeCl2 which is formed here gets hydrolyzed by this water readily, and it will result in the formation of HCl. Plus iron and oxygen, this will form its oxide. Okay, so it is generating HCl, it is forming HCl. That means this HCl which we are using here is only required in very little quantity. So it is required in very little quantity and rest is generated within the reaction. So you will write that if you are using this particular combination, it generates FeCl2 which gets hydrolyzed easily with water and it will form HCl. This HCl can be used here. So in the beginning where we are using the HCl is very little quantity required, the rest is generated within the reaction. The next question says order of the reactivity of the halide with amine is this. That means basically we are talking about RX reaction with ammonia, and we generate 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amines. One by one various alkyl halides will react. The question says that this order is chloride least, bromide and iodide. This is very simple. In this the equation is not required. This is not required. You can just answer on the basis of this. You will write that iodine is biggest in size, then bromine and then chlorine. So because this is biggest in size, the carbon iodine bond will be the longest, so it will break easily. So that reaction will be maximum, then comes a CBr and then it is CCl. So it is on the basis of the bond length the order of the reactivity will be decided. Clear? The next question says that the aromatic primary amines cannot be prepared by Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. This we have also discussed in the mechanism, but when it comes in the boards, you will not write the complete mechanism. You will simply write that aryl halides do not undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction. They do not undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction with the anion formed by phthalimide. You will simply write this. Why it cannot undergo? Because you know what is aryl halide? Aryl halide is this. When you draw the resonating structures में this carbon and halogen will be a double bond. So even that you can write. Aryl halides do not undergo nucleophilic substitution reactions with the anion formed by phthalide due to partial double bond character between carbon and halogen, and you can draw the resonating structures of aryl halide. Clear? So in that mechanism is not required. Next question. Lower aliphatic amines are soluble in water. Okay, so you will write why lower aliphatic amines are soluble in water. Because they can form hydrogen bond due to the formation of H bond. So you can represent also, that is say RNH2. So if water is there, another water molecule, between them there can be H bonding. So if this R increases, if the value for the R alkyl group becomes more bulky. Maybe we are talking about 2 degree, maybe we are talking about 3 degree, or larger alkyl group itself in 1 degree. Then the solubility will decrease. So even that way you can write ki solubility decreases with R, with the higher number of carbon atoms. Okay. Moving on to the next question. The order of the boiling point. The order of the boiling point of the isomeric 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amines. The order is like this. That is 1 degree is maximum, then 2 degree, then 3 degree. Now why it is? The extent of H bonding is maximum in 1 degree. So for that you can draw the structure. This is 1 degree. Here there can be, let me draw it and then I will explain one more. I will draw one more 1 degree amine. I will draw and explain it. So what you can have is, you can have H bonding this side. You can have H bonding this side. You can have even this side, even here. So in 1 degree there are more H attached to nitrogen. That is what we say. 1 degree is RNH2. So more hydrogens are there. 2 degree mein R2NH. So only one hydrogen. So extent of H bonding will be less. Whereas in 3 degree R3N. So more the hydrogens attached to nitrogen, more will be the extent of H bonding, more will be the boiling point. So boiling point is maximum for 1 degree, then 2 degree, then 3 degree. So you can be given particularly with respect to some alkyl group also. Okay, now this is also very, very important, though I have covered it separately in amines, but I'm just covering it once again so that all questions are there with you together. Basic nature. Basic nature, if they are asking you in the gaseous phase, 3 degrees maximum, then 2 degree, then 1 degree, and ammonia is least. You will explain this on the basis of inductive effect, plus I effect. In this, 3 alkyl groups are there, more positive I effect, so more electrons will be pushed towards nitrogen, right? R3N, more alkyl groups, so electron density on nitrogen will be maximum. If it is 2 degree, R2NH, so only 2 alkyl groups are pushing electrons. In 1 degree, RNH2, only one alkyl group is pushing electrons. So basic nature will decrease like this. More alkyl group, more electron density towards nitrogen on the basis of plus I effect. Now, this is in the aqueous state. This is in the aqueous state. Okay, so for aqueous state, the order you will remember like this. There are actually 3 factors which are affecting the solubility, the basic nature. One is inductive effect, of course. The second is solvation. The third is steric hindrance. For details, please watch my previous videos which I have shared it with you. Okay, but otherwise I'm telling you, these are these are the 3 factors which are useful to decide the basic nature. If it is ethyl radical, attached, 2 degree, 3 degree, 1 degree, the order I told you will learn like that: 2, 3, 1, and ammonia is of course the least one. Okay, if it is methyl, it is 2, 1, 3, and of course ammonia NH3, ammonia will be the least one. Okay, why it is like that? There are 3 factors which are playing. Okay, so you will find that if it is inductive effect, 3 degree has the maximum inductive effect. Okay, if it is solvation, 1 degree has the maximum. If it is steric hindrance, 3 degree has the maximum. So then how do you decide? It is the combination of all the effects put together. The basic nature is decided. Okay, but otherwise if you are remembering, only in the gaseous phase 3 degrees maximum. If it is in the aqueous state, you will have for ethyl and methyl. For ethyl, 2, 3, 1. I am telling in the decreasing order. If it is methyl, 2, 1, 3. Okay, and of course ammonia will be the least. Now further in the basic nature, you may have questions based on comparing the basic nature of ammonia with aniline. when you are drawing the resonating structures of aniline C6H5NH2. There is a lone pair over here. So because of resonance, the lone pair in aniline does not remain on N. So for this, you will draw the complete resonating structures of aniline, and you will show the due to resonance, the lone pair is migrating on to ring. So it is not available that much on nitrogen. So aryl amines are always lesser basic than ammonia. So if you are asked with alkyl, also you will have 3 degree first, then you have 2 degree, then you have 1 degree, and then comes ammonia, and aryl amine will be least. Or the same question can be also asked in terms of pKb. That I have been telling you every time. Basic nature is directly proportional to Kb value Kb, and inversely proportional to the pKb values. So the pKb value of aniline will be more, because the basic nature is less, the pKb value will be more for aniline. Another thing, you may have some questions where in aniline only, suppose some electron donating groups are attached here. Some donating groups like methyl or methoxy, the basic nature will increase. Why? Because they are donating group, they will donate electrons. So more the electrons donated, more will be the electron density on nitrogen, more will be the basic nature. If some electron withdrawing groups are attached like NO2, SO3H, carboxylic acid, halo groups, the basic nature will decrease. So if these groups are present on the ring, then the basic nature will decrease. We have some questions based on this backside question that we are going to discuss at the end. Clear? Now moving on to the next question. It says the nitration of aniline gives substantial amount of meta derivative though NH2 group is orthopara directing. Why? So what you will write is, in this you may write down that equation what they have given in your book. That is, if you are taking aniline and you are carrying out the reaction in the presence of the nitration mixture HNO3 and H2SO4, you are getting 3 different products. You are getting 3 different products where NH2 is here, and you may get NO2 group at ortho position, or you may also get at meta position, or you may also get at para position. In this, the question is saying, though it is the NH2 group is orthopara, why are we getting this? In fact, this is 47%, quite big amount. This is only 2%. This is 51%. Why it is so? Because when we are using this acid, this aniline will get, protonated. So it will result in the formation of NH3 plus. That means anilinium ion it will form. And anilinium ion is meta directing. That is what you have to write down. In this equation, we are using the nitration mixture which will protonate that aniline and will result in the formation of anilinium ion. Due to the formation of anilinium ion, it is forming meta product also in good amount, because anilinium ion is meta directing group. Next question says, aniline does not undergo Friedel-Crafts alkylation or acetylation. Why? Because if we carry out this Friedel-Crafts alkylation or acetylation, what we do is, you take something here, say aniline if we are taking, we carry out the reaction in the presence of the Lewis acid. We are saying it does not undergo the reaction. Why? Because this is acting as a Lewis base, this is acting as a Lewis acid. These two will react. Instead of FeCl3, you can have even AlCl3 or zinc chloride. This acid and base will react and it will result in the formation of salt. This acid and base, Lewis acid and Lewis base, will react and result in the formation of the salt. This is a catalyst which we have used. So aniline reacts with the catalyst itself and results in the formation of the salt. Clear? So due to which exactly what happens is that NH2, it forms NH3 plus. That means ion, it forms a cation, which is now a deactivating group. It will not be able to undergo the reaction. The next question says arene diazonium salts are stable, whereas alkyl diazonium salts are not stable. The reason for that is this is having resonance in it. It is stabilized by resonance. So due to resonance present in it, it is quite stable, whereas alkyl diazonium salts, they are not stable because there is no resonance in them. In this, you can draw the resonating structures of the diazonium also. Okay, so this is the diazonium resonating structures which you can draw. Fine, please take the screenshot and draw the resonating structures. Moving on to the next question. Ethylamine is soluble, whereas aniline is not soluble. Why? Because in aniline there is a hydrophobic part. The ring is there. Due to the presence of the ring, the H bonding will not be strong. So do not think that both are having an H2 group. Okay, if it is ethyl, this will be C2H5. If it is aniline, it is ring. So here there can be H bonding, right? This side also there can be H bonding, but because of the presence of this ring, the bonding will be lesser strong. So this will cause hindrance in the reaction. Yeah, moving on to the next question. Methylamine in water reacts with ferric chloride to precipitate hydrated ferric oxide. So what you will write here is this methylamine, so it's having a lone pair over here. When you react this with water, there is a lone pair, means it can pick up one H from here. So it will result in the formation of CH3, NH3 plus, it will form a cation and will liberate this OH minus. So now what will happen is this OH minus will react with this ferric chloride. So in the meantime, first this ferric chloride, is having ferric ion, Fe3 plus ion plus 3 chloride ions. So this ferric ion will now react with the OH minus ions which are released over here, and it will result in the formation of ferric hydroxide. So if you balance it, this will be 2, this will be 6, and this will be 2. So you are getting this product. So you will write down, it gets precipitated. This is the ferric hydroxide precipitate. Hydrated ferric oxide is also ferric hydroxide. So basically this with water first gets protonated, liberates OH minus, and in this ferric chloride, ferric ions and OH minus will combine and will form ferric hydroxide. Now this is the last question, which is very, very important. Arrange them. In amines, this is a very important question which can be asked. Arrange them in the particular order, maybe increasing or decreasing on the basis of the property indicated. The first property is this, on the basis of the Kb or pKb values. This what I have arranged is on the basis of the Kb value. And if you want to arrange on pKb value, it will be reverse. In pKb value, if you have to arrange, this order will be completely the reverse. Now why it is, you can just apply whatever we have discussed earlier. Kb value of course for aniline, ring mein the lone pair is moving on to the ring, that will be least. Here at least there is one methyl group, here one ethyl, here two ethyls. Okay, here one ring and one methyl, so that will be least. So just keep that in mind and put it in the order. Basic nature, again basic nature, the aromatic will be least. Again one methyl and one ring, one alkyl group, two alkyl groups. So more the alkyl groups, more will be the basic nature. Here we are assuming them to be in the gaseous state and putting them in the order. Same as here, you can check ring and alkyl both. And here ring plus one CH2 group has come. That means this has broken the resonance part. Due to the presence of this CH2 in between, there will not be any resonance in it. Okay. So one was that, and next is this one, the third one. The fourth, here that already we have discussed. If it is ethyl, it is 3. It is in the gaseous state, not in the aqueous state. If it was in the gaseous aqueous state, I already told you it will be 2, 3, 1 and then ammonia. That would have been there in aqueous state. But because it is in the gaseous state, 3 degree will be maximum, then 2 degree, then 1 degree and then ammonia. So 4 questions are in the same frame. Please note down these. And 2 more are left. That is this one, boiling point order. If you are asked with alcohol also, alcohol is maximum boiling point, then of course 1 degree amine, then 2 degree. And if it is solubility, lesser the alkyl groups, more will be the solubility. More alkyl, still less solubility. Aromatic, solubility will be still less. Okay, so with this, children, we have completed all the important questions, recent questions of all the chapters of organic chemistry. So please practice them well and share it with your friends so that everyone gets benefited. And if you're having any doubts, you can put it in the comment section. And if you like it, please like it and write down the comments. Thank you for watching.